So when will Hercules return to the universe? Is Thor 5 even happening? See what the Marvels will have to say about this and check this out.
Well, Thor: Love and Thunder definitely had some sour reactions, and a lot of people absolutely hate this movie. Me personally, I don't hate it as much as most people do. It's not the best, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. But I think I have to say, one of my favorite parts, and I think a lot of people's favorite parts, was the first post-credit scene, which featured the MCU debut of Hercules. It was a great scene with, of course, Russell Crowe's Zeus. First of all, finding out, like, oh wait, he's not dead, he's alive, and he has this great monologue here where one of the greatest lines from it is something about, when did we become the joke? And a lot of people would say, like, oh, that's literally the whole MCU right now. Like, when did this turn into a joke? But it's a great monologue, and then, of course, introduces us to the MCU's version of his son, Hercules, which, obviously a character we've all been wanting to see in the MCU for a while, now specifically in this Thor corner of the universe. And with this debut in the MCU, we also have, of course, the official casting of Brett Goldstein in the role, which is awesome, because when I first watched Thor: Love and Thunder, I didn't really know him too much, but since then I've watched Ted Lasso. I actually just finished watching it the other night, at least the first 2 seasons that are out now, and I love it. I love that show so much. I love Brett Goldstein as Roy Kent in that show, one of my favorite characters. So to see that now he is going to be in the MCU as Hercules is just really amazing. So I'm really, really excited to see that. But the only thing is, we don't know exactly like where things are going to go from here. We in that post-credit scene, we got just a very brief glimpse of Hercules in the MCU. Just a quick little shot. It says that we've gotten this official concept art, which, he looks great. He looks like he was ripped straight out of the comics. So I really like the design for Hercules. But the real problem is we don't know when or if we're going to see him again. I think it's more of a when. But this has kind of happened a lot lately with a lot of recent MCU characters that have popped up in the MCU. Like, for example, the Eternals, and specifically Harry Styles and Eros, aka Star Fox, who debuted also in the post-credit scenes of the MCU movie, is when are we going to see these characters again? Because sequels have not been greenlit, at least not publicly, so we don't know when we're going to see Hercules again in the MCU. Because, the obvious assumption would be that, at least what the storyline that was being set up here in this post-credit scene, was that it's supposed to be Hercules versus Thor. So that's what we would most likely be seeing in a Thor 5. But we don't know, again, when or if we are going to get a Thor 5 in the MCU, especially after everybody hating on Thor: Love and Thunder, everybody turning against Taika Waititi. A lot of people kind of doubt that we are going to get a Thor 5. I still personally really want a Thor 5 from Taika Waititi. Again, Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't the greatest. It was turned into more of a joke, but I think, Taika Waititi can take that feedback and channel that into an even better Thor 5. And I almost feel like this movie was even more of a setup to get to the even better movie that Thor 5 could possibly be. But again, we don't know when or if we're getting a Thor 5. And if we are getting one, when it would happen. Because we have, of course, the multiverse saga is ramping up here, and everything is going crazy with Kang in the multiverse. And so all the way up through Phase 6, we're leading up to these Avengers movies. And who knows if we're going to have time to squeeze in a Thor movie somewhere between now and Avengers of the Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars or whatever. Because we're all assuming Thor is going to be a part of that. Will Hercules be a part of that? We don't know. But what is another possibility? Maybe not instead of a Thor 5, but just to kind of tide us over with these characters and with this corner of the universe until we do eventually get a Thor 5. What if we instead get a Hercules Disney Plus series? Obviously, we're also kind of oversaturated with the Disney Plus series as well. But I think Hercules could work as a Disney Plus series, again, if we're not able to fit in a Hercules versus Thor movie anytime soon. I think this would be a really cool way of going about doing things. Really, again, because Brett Goldstein, great actor, who comes from a streaming show of Ted Lasso on Apple TV+. He could lead this show, great actor, bring him into the spotlight. That will be great to see. And then you can also, of course, bring back Russell Crowe as Zeus, have him be a big part of the series. This could possibly even be like a prequel to Thor: Love and Thunder, show what life was like for these gods of Olympus before Gore came, and this could possibly even show a little bit of it could give us the whole backstory of before Thor: Love and Thunder, and then possibly even during Thor: Love and Thunder, where maybe you get to see a little bit of Gore in this, and this could show Gore doing a little bit more butchering, or at least, I kind of doubt we would actually see Christian Bale show up as Gore, but at least like see more of effects of that, because that was one of the biggest complaints of Gore in this movie, is that, he's Gore the God Butcher, but you only saw him kill like maybe 2 or 3 gods. So that will be a cool opportunity for this as well. But really, I just want to see more Hercules in the MCU, because again, I think it's a great character, great casting. That post-credit scene got me super hyped, and I still, for the most part, enjoyed the Thor: Love and Thunder, and I really want to see Thor 5, but, with everyone being so sour on this movie, I don't know when or if it is going to happen, and that kind of sucks. But hopefully, it does end up happening someday, not too far from now, because this is really exciting. I think this would be actually, like, Thor versus Hercules in a live-action MCU movie has a lot of potential. Just think about the marketing we could get for this. Chris Hemsworth versus Brett Goldstein. Brett Goldstein actually the other day was talking about it in an interview, saying how, like, oh yeah, I could easily beat him, and like, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's awesome, and I'm so excited for this rivalry and this matchup, and Hercules could be such a big character going forward in the MCU, so I'm so excited for this. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think about that post-credit scene for Thor: Love and Thunder? Do you hate Thor: Love and Thunder, or are you like me, like it's not that bad? And are you excited to see more Hercules going forward in the MCU? And when or where do you think that could possibly be? Do you want a Thor 5 super soon, or do you want a Hercules spin-off series on Disney Plus, or to see Hercules pop up in Secret Wars? That'd be pretty cool. But for now, guys, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.
Please subscribe, like this video. Have a great day, and see you guys. Bye.